All right, guys, welcome. It's the Monday Health Huddle. It's the healthiest day of the week, and it's just time that we have a call to come together. Basically, we had an event this last weekend, and we just realized, just remembering how important community is. It was so great to see everybody, and this, I know we're not exactly in person, but this is very important to our health journeys, kicking off the week right, and just learning a little bit and being mindful of different areas of our health journey. So, we are actually, for many of us, we're here, health coaches are here, and many of you guys are on your journey. Some of you guys are here just kind of learning a little bit about what this might look like for you to start your health journey. But we have a training thing that we're going to be doing over the next 6 weeks. So starting this week, we're going to have a much shorter health huddle. It's going to be more like in the 10-minute range. And we're going to pick an on-purpose topic just to kind of cover each week. So without any further ado, I'm going to jump in this week, but it's so great to see you guys, and wherever you're at, especially if you're new, welcome. So I've just had this Monday's conversation as we kick off the week, set new goals, get reacclimated, be mindful of everything we've accomplished. I've had a lot of really cool victories with people making a shift at a diet mentality. And it's so funny because a few of them said, like, I heard you guys say this wasn't a diet, and I kept saying it was a diet. And I realized what you guys meant by that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was blown away. So if you're new and you're still kind of thinking that way, great. It took me I lost all my weight before I started making a really actual shift in my health. But this has just been a topic that was kind of on my heart this week, and I thought it'd be a great way to start out this week. It's a sunny week. We have more distractions. Some of you guys are in Arizona, so that means you guys are like going inside. Some of you guys are in the Northwest, which means we're going outside. But life changes, and it's always good to just kind of reconvene on different areas of our health. So I'm gonna give you guys just a second to kind of just think about what is it that's important to you in your health this week. What are you excited to celebrate? What are you focusing on this week? So I'm just gonna give 5 seconds to kind of let that soak in. 4, 3, 2. All right, perfect. So we took some time to think about that. Probably many of you guys had a crazy busy Monday. Probably didn't even take a second to even think about that. So we wanted that to be a place where we can kind of come and get focused. But back to shifting out of diet mentality. Dieting is something that's very prevalent in our culture. It's something that is a huge industry. And honestly, pretty much I'd say 90% of us start with a diet mentality on this program. We start to realize that it's a health journey. It's something that we're doing for life, and that you don't stop. You keep moving forward on this. And it isn't just about food or exercise. It is both of those things, but it's also healthy mind, relationships, developing ourselves, really everything, setting goals, having ambitions, who we surround ourselves with. Health is everything, body, mind, and all of those things in between. So I just thought I would take a second this week just because I've had some really cool conversations with people that really shifted that. So I just thought I would start off this week, but I'm actually going to turn it over to someone who I think, I'm not going to tell her story, but I think she actually started out to lose weight and diet. And, I got to spend some time with her this weekend, and she's made such a beautiful health shift. And I asked her just to kind of share some thoughts on shifting from diet mentality to an optimal health mentality. So I'm not going to give anything away from your story, Lori, and I just thought I'd have you come on and just share some tips and maybe a little about your story on this subject. So are you there?
I am. Thank you. Thanks, Brad. I really love this topic because when I first got started, I really did. It was 100% to lose weight. And I wasn't even looking at it as being a lifestyle change. I heard that phrase all the time, but I didn't really get it. And so some things that I've really done over the past 3 years, or actually when I started my journey too, is I told myself I wanted this time to be different. And I was the professional yo-yo dieter. So I would lose the weight and then go celebrate and start gaining it back again. And I wanted this time to be different. So what I've started doing is just conscientiously, is that the word? Consciously making a choice every day when I get up to just get clarity. Because I never did that before. I would wake up, my kids would generally wake me up, and I'd just jump into my day. I never thought about myself. I never thought about making conscious choices. But now I get up and I just take some time for myself before I start my day, and I wake up before the kids do. And I just sit there and I just reflect and ask yourselves every day, how can I be victorious today? Because you're either going to feel defeated at the end of the day or you're going to feel victorious. And you guys get to make that choice, right? And if you put clarity into your day and the way you want to feel, you're going to be able to feel more victorious and celebrate every non-scale victory. So before, I used to focus only on the scale. That was my only vision. That was my only focus, was seeing that number on the scale. But you know what? When you get to see that number on the scale, then what? Right? What's your next goal? What's going to keep you moving? So if you can put this into practice now while you're on your health journey, and you start focusing on the non-scale victories, what you're doing that's choosing health every single day, it's going to help you to shift that focus and make that shift like more permanent in you, instead of focusing so much on the scale. And ask yourself some questions. What areas of your life do you need to face head on to make those changes so that you can grow every single day? And are you reading? Are you reading your Habits of Health book and workbook? That was sent in your first box for a very, very purposeful reason. And that's where you really get to make that shift in your mindset and how you look at food and how you make those changes permanent. And then also, are you spending too much time with people that are not congruent with who you're looking to become? That is so huge, you guys. Where are you spending your time? Who are you spending your time with? Spend your time with healthy people that you want to be more like, who you are going to learn from, who you are going to grow from. We have this healthy community on Monday nights that we create for you, for each and every single one of you, so that we can get together and you can surround yourself with a community of people that are moving in the same direction that you are. And together we're so much better and stronger. And just really, I'm going to leave you with this. And remember it, I hope you do. The reward is not in the scale. The reward is in the journey of who you're becoming. Every single day, just keep becoming victorious and celebrate those victories, and just enjoy each and every day and celebrate how far you've come. And that's really going to help you continue moving forward and make this a long-term success for you. So thanks for letting me share, Brad.
Thank you, Lori. I'm really glad this topic came up. And honestly, as you were talking, I was just reminded this is a really good way to start the week. So I hope you guys enjoy this topic as well. And it was also inspired by just a few different things, like I mentioned. And one is a really good friend of ours is on program. They lost weight before on this program, treating it like a diet. And then it's funny, in the middle of the conversation, they were talking about, oh, when I lose my weight. And then my wife, because she's so brilliant, said, and then what? And then what after you lose your weight? It was like this fantasy land. And she hadn't really ever made the connection to a healthy lifestyle. And you could see that it was actually finally a click for her, that she was getting like all the things that we had kind of like planted the seed on, and the things that she had tuned into were like clicking all at once, like about enjoying fueling correctly and just having goals, and just how better she feels when she is taking on her health. It doesn't need to be perfect. We just need to be moving forward. And actually, this is because I'm mentioning this because Laura, exactly what you talked about is how the conversation went. She immediately went into like, wow, I've just been continuing the habit of who I've been hanging out with. And I just realized I don't enjoy hanging out with those people that are dragging my health down, because a lot of them are drinkers and they're also really not accomplishing much in life. And just because it was working for her 5-6 years ago was something she was just continuing to do. And not that she's going to stop being friends with those people, but she realized she was putting a lot of time and effort there, and she wasn't being fulfilled in many areas of her life, her health, her healthy body, her routine, and just being joyful in the journey. She was definitely not joyful in the journey. So up, down, sideways, we're just moving forward. And the only measure is today better than it was yesterday. And I'll actually add a little caveat to that is, we should always be moving towards something that's really exciting for us. So hopefully, as you start off this Monday, you're committing to something that's fun for you, re-engaging in a portion of your health journey that's fun for you, or maybe for the first time, not approaching it about food and dieting. So I was going to open it up for just a couple comments. I know there's a few people that might want to share. April, yeah, would you share? April, I actually asked you to possibly share on this because you've had such an awesome journey in this category. So just as we kind of wrap up today, I thought I'd ask someone to share who's had magnificent shift in this subject. So would you share?
Sure, Brad. Yeah. I just love what Lori said, and then following what you said, Brad, because for me, the journey, I was the same way. I just thought I was going to lose weight. That's all I wanted to do was lose weight. But as I went through the journey, we say healthy body, healthy mind. And for me, the shift to a healthy mind was significant. Just getting healthier was unbelievable. And honestly, what Lori said about reading the book, even if you keep your book by the microwave and have only like a minute or 2 minutes while you're making a brownie. Read that book. Because two of the things that really made a difference to me was the whole area in sleep, how important getting good sleep is. When you're tired, you tend to make unhealthy choices. The book really goes into that a lot. So that's one thing that really made a big difference for me. And another thing that made a big difference for me was being around like-minded people that want to be healthy. And I've made several shifts in that way, being around people like that. So I could go on, but those are two things that I wanted to bring up. And just join us on this journey, because the healthy mind is as important as the healthy body. Thanks.
I love it, April. Thank you for sharing that. And I think that's a really good way to wrap up this week. So if you've thought about it in the past, or you're in the middle of your health journey, some people are brand new, some people have been doing this for years, and that's exciting because we create sustainable results in people's lives. So just a few extra seconds today to ask yourself, what are you really excited about in your health journey? And not just the scale. The scale is just a number. Whatever is important to you. It could be the scale, could be something completely different. So wherever you're at today, take some time to get really excited as you start off this week. I'm personally excited about just getting back into routine myself personally, because it's so key. So with that being said, you guys all have a great week. April, thank you for what you shared. Lori, thank you for what you shared and the constant reminder. And just a good big congrats to every single one of you. I see your faces here, and you guys are here starting off your week, and you guys have accomplished some incredible things. It feels good to be moving forward. So congrats. Look forward to hearing what you take on in your health outside of just dieting this week. So let's go take it on, and let's have some cool victories. Have a great week, everybody.